Okay, so I just want to explain how to draw a face. I was originally going to make a video on how to wash a cat, but the neighbor cat wouldn't cooperate. General measurements for an average face are usually 5 eyes apart. At the middle of, you draw a semicircle, and at the middle is where the eyes are located. At the middle below that be the nose, the bottom of the noses, and draw a line between that, and that's where the mouth usually is. Usually the outer portion of the eye is where the outer portion of the mouth is. Or no, actually the pupil is where the outer portion of the mouth is. Straight line down. Usually an easy way to tell. Ears straight on, right about start at the ear, or ears start at the ear. No, ears start at the eyes, top, and then basically just fill in the rest. The eyebrows, and the hair should be a tiny bit above the skull. And angle drawing, you want to draw a circle, and this is how I do it at least. And then sort of visualize where I guess lines should be. And then my brain's farting right now. Nose, the mouth, just draw dots. You don't have to draw the full circle, you just leave this out. If you know it's a circle, you just draw it here, like that. The ears, nose juts out. Lots of it has to do with angles and proportions. How you do proportions is use a wooden stick that has no markings on it, and let's say you wanted to measure across the face, it'd be exactly that much, and you can use an angle and take the same proportion and put it at an angle. That's how Da Vinci, I guess, used to do stuff. Is you take proportions of body parts and make them similar to other body parts, and it'd just be an easier way. So from the side, if you're getting a little bit more advanced, draw pretty much the skull. This is sort of just a shadow line of what the skull looks like from the side, and this would actually be a muscle right here. The skull doesn't look like that, but the cheekbone right here. Sometimes we got extra muscles there. For a woman, you'd want the jaw to be thinner than a man's. I should have drawn that, but I left it out because I'm a loser. Okay. Put shadow lines where they're needed, like right here. I wanted to add that in. So yeah, more advanced, you usually just leave out stuff. You see the nose is just lots of dots. The mouth is too, and it's just to add contrast and make it. It's sort of like a trick to save time and make it easier. And after drawing it so many times, it just gets sort of the same. And it's be faster. So from like an upper angle, down, or like looking up at the face from below, you could say it looks like this. It's just this kind of a shape, and shoulders sometimes look like that. Sometimes there is no thing here. Emphasize the clavicle. You know, your parents always told you to do that. You should learn to do that. So yeah, I just basically just emphasize the top of the cheek, the top of the nose, top of the chin, top of the mouth, and you sort of know. That's pretty much a good shadow area. Hairstyle doesn't matter, just draw. The crazier the better usually. I used to do portraits professionally, charcoal. With that, you'd want to do like this kind of stuff in pencil, and you can't really do this when drawing a portrait. Usually you just do photo realistic stuff. You just copy it, and it has a lot to do with just proportions and angles when it comes to copying pictures. And then the more detailed an eye you have, usually the better artist you are. You can make mistakes and they still look good sometimes, but yeah, so if you were to do these kind of lines, you do them in like light pencils so that you could erase them, and then do darker stuff afterwards, or charcoal or pen or whatever, or just use a light board, pen over that, or there's so many different things. But what I do nowadays, so I use pen all the time, and this saves a lot of time. Don't fall off the table. And then I will just, look at this, cover it up. And it's like almost a finished thing, especially when you use, where is it, my brush pen, because you can do all kinds of, it just looks professional with a brush pen, like right off the bat usually. I'll show you an example. Do not look at my other artwork, it's hideous. Hideous. But no, this took me like 10-15 minutes, and I'm thinking I can do comic books. But that is how to draw a face. I hope this was helpful. There's probably a lot more to it that I'm forgetting at the moment, but I hope it just makes it a little easier and fun. It's supposed to be fun.